Yo, welcome back to another Division 2 video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you guys know when I'm posting content. And if you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out for you guys, man, make sure you hit that like button, yeah? Let's get 100 likes onto this build video. Look at my character, man. The drip, just everything about my character is just looking so good right now. But enough blabbering, let's dive straight into this build video, okay? So I just want to say, guys, for Countdown, I've been running a lot of things, and builds like this just make me farm for what I need, you know, much better. I just feel like I just get through a lot of missions through Countdown and with my clan a little bit more with ease, and I feel more comfortable when instead of actually having to play a lot, like, you know, when you have to focus NPCs like and concentrate. With this build, you know, you're just relaxing a little bit more. And I'm not gonna lie, I've done a lot of leveling up with the expertise system with this build, so please guys, make sure you go towards something that's actually, you know, suiting your playstyle or something that you enjoy. Now for the specialization, I've gone towards Gunner. The reason why I've gone towards that is because of the mag that it gives you on your LMGs. It gives you an extra 50 rounds, and having an extra 50 rounds is actually very nice because, you know, it puts you at an advantage of having, you know, over 100 bullets in your LMG. Like you can see with the MG5, I have 100 bullets with 800 RPM and a total damage of 89k. And for the talents, we are actually running measured. Now measured is another advantage because that's going to help be you know, towards the damage and the RPM that you're going to be receiving from this talent. If you don't know what this talent does in detail, you can pause the video and have a read through, but measured man on LMGs is actually really fun. And I would like to have strained on there as well. I mean, strained is actually pretty nice on LMGs because the more bullets, the more, you know, you're going to be able to proc strained properly. And here for the attributes, I'm happy with what I have there. Now, if we go to our secondary, I'm using the Chameleon. Why am I using the Chameleon? Because we want to use LMGs and assault rifles in this build. I'm going to explain why I'm using just LMGs and assault rifles only. But we have 77k damage. The rolls on there are not too bad. And we have the talents for the Chameleon here, which is adaptive instincts. Now, I'm not going to, you know, read through this fully. I'm just going to tell you, you know, the stats that we're going to get. So hitting body shots is going to give you an extra 90% weapon damage. Hitting leg shots, 30 leg shots is going to give you an extra 150% reload speed. And hitting 30 headshots is going to give you 20% crit chance and an extra 50% critical hit damage. You can read through everything there if you pause the video, but having this with a build like this is actually very, you know, good, because what you can do is you can get all your stacks, you can get everything up, and then when you have that burst of damage from all the stuff that we have on this build, it's going to hit very hard, especially in PvE. Now, if we look at our Heartbreaker set, having two pieces, what does it give us? 15% assault rifle damage and 15% LMG damage. Now, as you can see, we are running LMGs and assault rifles. So that's the reason why I've gone towards the Heartbreaker set. But we have armor here, crit damage, and a mod slot of crit chance. No, crit damage, sorry. You can go towards weapon damage instead of armor on top, but I really wanted to half out the attributes on this build, so having 3 blues and 3 reds just to see how it would run in PvE, and I actually really like it. But again, go towards what you feel is much better. For our chest piece, we have gone towards the Sacrifice. Now this is a named chest piece, okay? It's from Providence. What does it give us? 15% headshot damage and 10% crit chance. That's going to help towards our build. We have weapon damage and crits across this whole chest. Now it's given us perfect glass cannon. If you guys don't know what this is, all damage you deal is amplified by 30%, so you're going to automatically just get amplified 30% damage on this build. However, all the damage that you take is amplified by 60, so that's the bad thing about it. You're going to be taking a lot of damage, but you're going to be dealing a lot of damage, so that's why it gives you that attribute there. Again, go towards what you prefer, but in PvE, I just like to hit really hard and, you know, have some sort of survivability, and with this build, I'm able to do that. For the holster, we have armor and then crit damage. For the knee pads, we have got armor, explosive resistant health, because we can't actually change attributes on this knee pads. This knee pads is called the Sawyers, okay? What does it give us? Increased total damage by 3% each second you are not moving. Stacks up to 10 until you start moving. All stacks are lost after moving, okay guys? So you can just sit in cover in PvE, get all the stacks, and then get out and do a lot of damage, especially with the Chameleon. You have all them stacks, and then with the MG5 with measured, guys, trust me, you're going to be hitting very hard, okay? Now for our gloves, we've gone towards the named gloves, which is the contractors. This comes with that extra 8% damage to armor, which is going to help because we have an extra 6% damage to armor on our MG5 already. And this piece here gives you an extra 10% LMG damage on top of the Heartbreaker set, giving you the 15%. So please put that into consideration. We have damage and the crit damage on the bottom for the attributes. Now for our second piece of provenance, which is the backpack, we have damage and crits across the whole piece. Then we've got vigilance. You can go towards another talent instead of vigilance if you feel like you just can't keep vigilance up, but in PvE you're going to be able to do that because you're in cover a lot. You know when to pop out, you know when to stay in cover. PvE is much easier to use vigilance than PvP because people are focusing you in PvP, but in PvE it's quite easy. So we have an extra 25% weapon damage on this build with this talent, but taking damage disables the buff for 4 seconds, so please put that into consideration as well. Now having all of these talents and all of these attributes that's helping towards damage and survivability, you're going to be thinking, oh, your crits are a bit low, but what you need to understand is the build itself is already dropping us a lot of damage, from the knee pads itself stacking up damage and glass cannon giving us 30% amplified damage on top of vigilance giving us the extra 25%. We have a lot of damage inside the build, but in terms of attributes and the way it looks on paper, we only have 138% crit damage, okay, on this build, with 46% crit chance on the LMG and 53% crit chance on the Chameleon. So you're probably looking at this like these stats are not high enough. I would rather have 170% crit damage. Again, go towards what you feel is better, but with a build like this, we are still being able to hit hard and our crits are decent enough, guys, okay? You can change this build up, you can have all reds if you like, but I just really wanted to half the attributes and see how I would hit, and I'm actually enjoying it. So for our skills, we are using a striker drone, just to keep out the NPCs, you know, that sort of crowd control. While they're shooting my drone, I can shoot them. And then for the second skill, we actually have the Banshee Post, just to disorient the enemies whilst we can, you know, focus them out and count down, get the hunters out, and, you know, just deal a lot of damage as soon as we can. Okay, so these are the two skills and why I'm using them. That is the build, and that is all the stats, guys. That's pretty much it. And put in the comment section what sort of LMG builds you are currently running in PvE. I'm interested to see what people are running now in TU15. And like I always say, man, if you're new here and this is the first time you've seen this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when I'm dropping these other videos. I've got a lot of build videos and just content that I've been, you know, working on. So please, guys, be patient. I'm going to be rolling out videos weekly. Trust me, I've got a lot in store. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Let's get 100 likes on this video. I would appreciate it a lot. It's been Division Addiction, and I'm going to catch you in the next video, okay? Peace, man. Thank you for watching.